Tonight she comes right in my dreams. Since I met her from the start, I'm so glad that I'm the only one. But Iman has taken her heart. The girl is mine. The dawn gone girl is mine. Well, friends, good night, good night, good night, good night. It is clear that Anthony is upset. He's salty because what's going on is that, Shayla like a pum pum and mad him. So what you guys want to say? Shayla is a mad Anthony right now. Anthony is upset, him jealous, him vex, him crab it. We thought about it today, but we're sure that him upset right now and him need it. Anyways, let's get into it.
Boy, you know I saw your boy today, Wayne.
You saw Wayne today?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. He was chilling with his homeboy, Iman Shumpert.
Iman.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy.
Why does that sound like that? Because he's jealous. And men generally are, you know what? Y'all ladies say Anthony's a weak man now, and they say him act kind of weak and him act simpish and all that. On the right, because a regular man wouldn't be this, what you call this gruntle about a next man. You understand? You have some men that do it, but me don't know why them do it because it doesn't make sense. Me don't know why them get this disgruntled. Why do they become this unhappy? Why them get this jealous for no reason at all? Like them plan to have all of the women them in the world. So, anyways, what's a little pum pum between two friends? That's the question. What's a little pum pum between two friends?
So you feel some kind of way?
Mm-hmm.
Or how did that make you feel?
It made me feel like I really started to really analyze Wayne. Like I really see him. Like he may try to, even when he tries to do something noble or something good spirited, good hearted, he has, it's like a petty spirit about him. Like
Yes.
it's really petty. And I've noticed him, we've been doing business and we formed a friendship. And there's always that little bit of pettiness to him. And it's just even
Foolishness. This sounds like just pure garbage as Anthony's talking about. What kind of pettiness or whatever else it is? Please listen to me. Somebody needs to come get Anthony right now. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to come get Anthony and pick him up because I don't know what is he talking about. He's off of his bunkers as to what he's mentioning right here. So nobody's trying to get back at Anthony right now. Anthony not worth it. People don't really care about Anthony as far as they're concerned. Anthony is old news right now. He's old news. Old news.
knows the situation and everything. But yet he'll find a way to put himself in it and try to get a rise out of people. That's just this is petty as hell.
So did he get a rise out of you, Anthony? Like you feeling some kind of way about Shayla and Iman?
No, I don't care nothing about that. I'm just saying that Wayne is just look at me. Look at me. Even his petty spirit is getting on me. See, that's how he operates.
So basically, he must say it's Wayne's fault. You understand? In other words, he must say. So, he's saying Wayne is trying to get back at him right now. You know what I mean? And it is Wayne's fault. Wayne is trying to get back at him. Is Wayne, there you go. Is Wayne trying to get back? to get back at Anthony. Wayne is trying to get a rise out of him. For what? Me don't know why. Me don't know why. One for yes. Me see the comments because no, this is crazy. One for yes, and two for no. Mother love know why Anthony think him this special, right? Where everybody is trying just to see exactly them can override him. I just don't know. Me not get exactly where I'm come from. I don't know where Anthony thinks that we're all trying to get back at him. He thinks that we're trying to get back at him right now and believes say we have it out for him, you know what I mean? Things is out for him right now. The tone of these kids are getting childish and the characters are teens. Well, people act like teens, you know. The truth is in a trap star, people actually act like teens more than you think. That's the actual truth, to be very, very fair with you. Anthony love pum pum and nothing more. Anthony will never make Shayla his wife. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. It's the pum pum. I try to give y'all that. Listen to me. The man that's like behave crazy over there. You can't imagine. Listen to the conversation he's having with his wife. He's talking about another man with his wife in bed. Him not have nothing else to talk about but to talk about Wayne at this point in time. Because it is what it is. The man just, the man just whims, he's whipped.
I don't care anything about what Shayla's doing and her and whoever. I'm right where I want to be with my wife. Because you know what we got?
What?
We got love. We got unity.
There's no love and there's no unity. I don't believe that. At this point in time, I don't even believe that. Do you believe that they have love? That's probably a question I have to ask y'all right now. One for yes, me tell you, me not believe certain things. And two for no. A man asking about another person in a bedroom, me can't believe him. Me not believe at all. Wayne wants to aggravate Anthony because he knows that Anthony is still caught up over Shayla. Well, is he? Is he really though? Let's really true. Anthony's ego is bruised. Is he really though? Was he really aggravating? How did he aggravating them? Iman saw Shayla on his own. I'm sick of them being in the bedroom talking, talking next kit with the two of them needs to have test results. He takes results for choice one because he don't like how Anthony play RB. Exactly. But I'm more than that. It's other little things. Angela, absolutely, he doesn't like it. He tells Amber he loves her. He's mad when she wears the ring. He wrote a song for her. What else could it be? He is a listen. Wayne definitely does love Amber. We know that. Say Wayne have a little thing in him art for her. We know that right now. Anthony narcissism knows no boundaries, none. The point of the matter is that the man in bed talking to his wife about a next man and about some issue with a next woman. Anthony has told Shayla over and over that he wouldn't marry her. Him now go marry her, but him have dead with her. That delusional spirit from Shayla rubbed off on him. It delusional. Anthony has become extremely I think you're right, Mary. Anthony has become actually delusional. We never think that CD and become delusional, but some way somehow sure rub off on him. So, did you know what? Let's proceed. Let's proceed.
We have respect. And that's all over right here. So he can try to shoot that petty spirit on me, and guess what? Block it, block it, block it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're right. And I love how you're taking control of the situation and being mature about
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Take control.
He's not taking control of it, Amber. Boy, so sometimes I get so me done. When I say I have withdrawal syndrome from the pum pum, it's well, yes, I know Anthony, aka Ray, need to help, need help, and I'm so happy Amber clock his jealousy. But just like any other time, he's letting it slide. I'm so tired of him and them. Amber needs to leave, but she won't. And that's the biggest piece of the puzzle in a mirror. It's a good take that you're giving on that. Anthony in love with Anthony, not in love with neither. He's not in love with neither of them, but he'll sleep with both of them. That's the thing that he'll do. Brush, crack, pum pum, gone. With whatever Anthony trying to say. Foolishness. 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 I don't know how it is that he might have this going on right now. Quest, there's no love between Anthony and Amber because it wasn't love from the beginning. I believe that. Guys, believe that. I believe that. Is people are saying Anthony pum pum withdrawal. Is Anthony having pum pum withdrawal? Is he having the pum pum withdrawal? And two for no. Jeff, Amber would never have an open marriage. And I don't think she will have an open marriage. But that's the thing is like, Amber left him to him watch. I say Amber's gonna leave him. That's what you're saying. Him have pum pum withdrawal right now. Him have withdrawal from the pum pum. I don't believe that Amber knows Anthony's a liar. She probably knows, but she just a rock with it because she's in this place that, marriage first and whatever it is. And hey, to each his own, I just know somebody wouldn't be able to do it. Amber will say anything to keep this no good man. Anything. I think that's the key piece you need to look at. She will say anything at all just to keep this particular man. Anything at all.
Control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I want you to take control of?
What you talking?
I want you to take control of me.
Is that right? Like full control?
Like full control.
Okay. Okay. It miss him some Shayla pump. I believe so. So Eslin put in a very interesting comment, and I kept asking this from the other day. I keep asking the same question over and over again. Let me read your question, your comment, Shaman. Come have something for work on. I remember Wayne telling Amber that Anthony can only love to his capacity, and I think we are seeing what Wayne was talking about. He can only love to a capacity. That's why I'm asking all the question. Will Amber go back to Wayne? That's a question. One for yes and two for no. Charmin, I do appreciate this because I think you are correct. I remember him talking about this from before, and it does make sense. It make a whole pile of sense as to whatever it is that right you say. It does make sense. He not really have the capacity for really love her at all or for really spending the amount of time with her that is worth spending. I don't think him have the time and or the capacity for really and truly do it. I think Amber already working on the divorce. This is a good take. This is an interesting take, Jerry. Jerry says Jerry believes Amber is working on the divorce. Is Amber working on the divorce in secrecy? That's a good question. That is a good question. One for yes, and two for no. It would be very very good if she's doing this. If if she's working on this divorce in secrecy, this would be extremely good. This would be good. This would actually be. I think you guys are onto something. It possible because I think that she kind of looking at everything and I mean taking her time. Maybe she'll win herself off time too. I think Amber is detaching every day. Every day she had detach herself. You think she'll detach herself from him? Amber will Kelvin before win. you know, you know how win. You know how win. She doesn't have a lawyer. Hmm. Hmm. Some people married for life, no matter what goes on. That is correct, Devon. Devon, that's kind of what I was talking about. You have some people who they will do the marriage thing because they might try to put on a show. It's not really for anything at all. Them just kind of do the marriage thing because them say, you know what, somebody tell me need to be married, so I guess I just have to stay married. I know that much. That is true. Some people do the marriage thing just because of that. Meridia's comment, she needs to move on without both of them and get a new man. True. True, nothing really wrong with that. I can't, I can't disagree with that none at all. Get a new man, yes. Angela Atkins, what you say? The chat them are move so fast, Angela Atkinson. Give me a couple. So O'Neill Amber not saying anything to keep Anthony. You guys not even realize what is going on. Amber is playing the game right along with Anthony. Normally she would get, but she just playing along. He said, should I get upset? But she's just playing along. I don't. What will I drink today? Coconut water. That's what I'm drinking today. Me I drink coconut water today. Somebody asked only I drink. Me I drink coconut water. That's all me I drink today. Amber is infuriated with marriage. So she's infatuated with marriage. Miss Reader say, yes, she's infatuated with marriage. I think that there is a level of where Amber likes it for there. So I believe so. I haven't seen Amber studying her word and praying lately. Where is Mama Brenda? I'm not sure, but I think that she's trying to see if she can learn this one by herself. It feels like she's going through this alone. And so when I say alone, meaning that she get frustration, she go through the roller coaster cycle and she get frustrated at times, but at the same point in time, she work hard like a thing. Yes, Kasim, so my time we drink like coconut water, Amber is not that smart to play the line. And again, me can't disagree. You see, the Amber character is so switchy that me can't even disagree with what I say right now. Me can't even disagree. Is Amber too naive to play the long game? Me like what you're saying, Angela Kingston, but this not out of the three either. One for yes and two for no. We are say plausible to but again, love bug have something. We can't write off a love bug say. In a way I believe that in a way I believe that. In a way I don't, but I hope she is. Again, we have seen Amber switch so many times where we think she going to do something and she not do it, that I think that's why people have them doubts. I think that's a plot them doubts. I, I believe Amber is reading the word, but it is not on the skit. So yeah, so that they're future pacing some of the things with the Amber character. They might try and make you see her grow without anything at all. Love bug, me not think you're off. I don't believe that you're off, love bug. Only remember she told her brother that she don't trust Anthony. Exactly. Me think she don't trust him, but me no know if our game that sophisticated is what I'm saying. I don't know if Amber's game is as sophisticated as we make it to be. Us we think up things in our mind. I don't think the Amber character right now is there yet. But it makes sense. When I say make a whole heap of sense. When I say that make sense. Amber is playing a fool to catch wise. She asks questions and observe Anton's reaction. That does also make sense. I saw. So Amber with so okay. So what y'all are thinking then is that after the DNA test, okay. Here's the question: will we see a different Amber after the DNA test? Maybe this is what y'all are saying. One for yes, and two for no. Maybe this I wanna say. Maybe what I say is that after the DNA test, we will see a different Amber. Give me a take on that. Read some comments. He doesn't love her. He never planned anything romantic. I say that all the time, or even took her out of the country. He didn't even plan anything for their anniversary. He's thinking about Shayla. We said that. I've said it. I tell her already saying I read it too. Amber is like an afterthought. I can't keep with a ring. You saw what it is right now. She's there to expose Shayla and Angelina. So yeah, so she played the long game for expose Shayla and Angelina. Okay, interesting. Interesting. If you notice, when Anthony says something, Amber peeped what he's asking and asked a question. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? Angela Kinson, hold on. Let's pull up a clip.
And try to get a rise out of people. That's just this is petty as hell.
So, did he get a rise out of you, Anthony? Like, you feeling some kind of way about Shayla and Iman?
No, I don't care nothing about that. I'm just saying that Wayne is just. Look at me. Look at me. Even his petty spirit is getting on me. See,
Maybe maybe that's what you're talking about. Maybe that is exactly what you're talking about. How she is observing right there. Yes, it is true. It is hard to say because either way the test goes, it will impact their marriage. And that's what I say. One of two things is going to play. Either this baby is theirs and she's going to stay, or the baby is not theirs and then she's going to wonder what happens. So that are the question me are checking out what's going on right now because this is interesting. Yeah, it makes sense, Goddess London. I see what you said. He is not happy with Shayla either. He would think about Amber then. Yes, which is why I said to you that Anthony wants to be with the two women. I see what you're talking about. Angela Atkins, I see what you're talking about. I see the facial expression. It's there. You are correct. The facial expressions are there. I think that's what you're using as the cues. The facial expression are there. Anthony will walk away from Amber before he walks away for him. Interesting. Walks away from him. I saw. Well, let's see. Let's see. The two think the wedding anniversary will determine the next course of action. She's gonna bring back the class and sophistication Anthony was used to. And if he does nothing, Amber will be upsetting. So you think at the wedding anniversary is the okay, hold on. What is the let me ask you all the questions. What do you think? What do you think is the breaking point for Amber? Let me ask you all that. Angela Atkins, I see what you're saying. Trust me, we just see what you said just now. I think everyone has seen exactly the facial expression of Amber just now as to how she's looking at him. We see it. The deal with Amber is this, though. They have shown us Amber so naive for so long that it is tough for us to really and truly, for us not to downplay her. Does that make sense? They've shown her. I don't think I don't think it's unfair how people view the Amber character right now because they have shown her to be so dumb for so long that people now have become used to her. It's like anything else in the world. If rain falls on a Monday for the next, I don't know, 10 weeks, you're going to expect it to fall for fall on a Monday for the 11th week. It's just what it is. So that's all I'm saying. Let me see y'all's comment now with the breaking point. Let me see exactly what I think is our breaking point. Okay, all right, let me see. Let me see what I say. Anthony himself should walk over from Amber. He wants both of them. Anthony, None she don't need a man right now. She need to expose Anthony. The anniversary. Okay, so let me see what I say at the breaking point. The anniversary is coming up, and we remember what happened the last anniversary. Okay, that's a good take. The more Anthony blames Wayne, the more his true colors show. I think the more of everything that happens, the more his true colors show at this point in time. Whether I blame Wayne or him, or him interact with Shayla or whatever the deal is, then it shows for that. Bixie called Cole, what Coco meant when she told Amber, oh, okay, what she called Coco meant, she told Amber, if the baby is not his, he's gonna fault Amber for pushing the blood test. Mm. Mm. Okay. 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 Good take. Amber is going to get a DNA test. Okay. Is going to get a DNA test. Okay. So when Amber get a DNA test, let me see what I say here. So Angela, Amber is in her 40s. Women tend to think they're not going to find a man. You don't look for a man, he will find you. Makes sense. A lot of times them will do that, yes, for true. They will look for a man. Anthony only wants Amber for show. He professed love for Rolanda. The breaking point for Amber is for Anthony to go back to Shayla. Breaking point. This is interesting, Donna. The wedding anniversary. Then he said the wedding anniversary, the breaking point. I mean, okay. Anthony chasing after Shayla. He has no fear of God's wrath. Only just look at Anthony. Do you think she not know Anthony lying? She knows he's lying, but okay. She has put up with so much for so long, Angela Atkinson. I think she put up with, we believed she would have been long gone. Tell the truth. We think she would have been long gone. If Vanzela was here, Vanzela, I tell you. Anthony might change the DNA test himself so he won't look like he's a fool taking care of a child that is not his all the time. Okay, could do that. He's going to be depressed about Kai not being his, and he's going to neglect Amber and take his frustration out on her. Well, if that's the case, that'll be tough. Amber is in it for the long haul. She's a ride or die. And sometimes that's not the best thing. I think Amber is infatuated with marriage. She comes from broken homes, so just like Anthony, she wants a family, and that's the thing. Some of the times we come from broken homes, and because of the broken homes and we come from, we're looking to see if we can perfect what has gone wrong in our life. But you can't really perfect that because they are what makes you who you are. But some people don't really understand that, you know. It's one of the toughest thing to understand, but some people understand it. But it is, it is to be understand. Give me a stake here, so catching them in bed was the breaking point. Then he brought home the evidence. So at this point, she's in it for life. Basically, that's what I said too. May I say what the breaking point? Maybe people can give me other breaking point. Amber would have to catch Anthony in bed with Anthony again to break her heart. So, you are correct because at this point in time, I don't know. I don't know if he goes back to Shayla. You think that's a breaking point? Amber can definitely see through him. I believe this. You and okay, Faye and Angela Atkinson, you are saying the right things. Me now say I don't believe that Amber is not seeing some things. We just see the Amber character be very naive for long though. Can you at least give us like some, me no know, some inkling for that? Because we see it. She's been, you are right. She has been giving off as a dumb. I don't know what to say. Like she's been dumb the entire skit. What gonna make she just get up and one day she change? When we think say Amber would have changed because of the okay. Normally, what happens to you in your lifetime is you have a stress or a traumatic event. One of two things happen. Either you get very frightened and you change, or you don't get very frightened and you go down the slippery slope. But one of the two things them tend to happen to you is like a man who probably, me no know, he spends all that money and plunge into poverty. Either him going plunge deeper into poverty, or he's going to set himself, you know what? I never want to see this life again, so I'm going to work as hard as possible to get away from this. But at this point, me no know. Cheating can change people. But it's just, all right. All right. All me say is that him cheat already. She must not have a breaking point because the level of that may say the level of disrespect she endures is ridiculous. They have dumbed all the characters down for Shayla, even Angelina. Them dumbed down the character them. Shaman, where's Shaman? People keep saying Anthony loves Shayla, but why did he leave her for money? I would move hell and high water for the persons I love. So this proves that Anthony doesn't love anyone. And you may be correct. When we say love, we are talking about loving at the pum pum. I think that's kind of what people are saying. Anthony loved the ability to have sex with the ladies them. He not really love the woman, he love the ability to have sex and to be able to use the women them. That's what it is. It's KP Charm, this way you say. The storyline would never make sense if he goes back to Shayla, but the writers are all over the place and you know them stay KP Charm. You know so them write some BS. Nadira says once a cheater is always a cheater. Not necessarily Nadira. What you say about me? Nadira, you're incorrect. Is Nadira calling O'Neill out? Eh? What you say about O'Neill, Nadira? Nadira has been calling O'Neill out. Nadira says once a cheater, always a cheater. Oh, you know, so me now change. Me a change, Nadira. I am changing. Nadira once a cheater. It wasn't me. We say my clap, Angelina. People change, Nadira. People change. People change. O'Neill has changed. Once upon a time, O'Neill was a Joe Grind, but he has changed. O'Neill has had his Tyrone self, but he has changed. Kasim Alapka, Kasim knows that true. Cassie tell him say people change, man. People has changed. Please, Nadira. Lord God. Your husband did what Anthony did to you? Mm. These skits promote too much immorality. I'm done watching them. They are not family oriented. They mirror Wayne Coley's dirty lifestyle. Art really mirrors life. Shake my head. Well, Samantha, I mean, I understand. But again, also art is really and truly life. People cheat in our life. I understand what you mean. I understand where you're coming from because the point of view is the point of view, but people cheat. People have time when them cheat and them ridiculous and you know what I mean. So hey, that's life for you. If you watch the YouTube platform, you'll see how many of these stories come. You'd be surprised to find out that this is just like a common assault. All they're doing is just snipping a like a story and putting it into us, the audience. The breaking point is gonna be if Kai is his because Shayla will always be hell and Anton will never change when it comes to Shayla. That does make some sense. So the breaking point is that it's Anthony's baby. So is the breaking point that the baby belongs to Anthony? And Angela Paul, thank you very much for telling me with the title. Thank you very much. One for yes and two for no. I know you saw the title and so you may have to change the title. Thank you very much for that. That are the question. Is the breaking point the fact that the baby belonged to, is that the breaking point? So when the baby belonged to Anthony, Amber says, you know what, I cannot take it anymore and I'm gonna leave. I was gonna accept the baby and then I got high. Iman came over my house and then I got high. I wasn't going to divorce Anthony. I don't know why. Wanna say I'm ready for just burn a spliff. Well, I'm ready that big head. Wanna say Amber needs a big head. She needs a fatty. Is that what you need? So she can just start seeing clearly, listen to the birds. She needs to be listening to the birds, like Iman has said. Amber needs to be listening to the birds. Is it time for Amber to listen to the birds? Amber must listen to birds. And then she got high. So, well, friends, that brings us to the end of our mini live. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's always a pleasure hanging out with y'all. Have a wonderful night. I know it's late. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.